We have the passing of the color guard, the American Legion Post 105 at this time. Have you got it? Okay. Yeah. You got the bands on?
Please join in the singing of the national anthem under the direction of Mr. David Trent.
high on from the get-go. Whether they use him as much as I think they will. I don't know. I wish they had their positions on here, so you know what positions look like. You know, it's got to be.
Picking up the shots of Channel 4, I believe it is, on the sidelines there. Watch London and put on the Channel 11 News. Ready to start, Gary. Okay. We get ready to start the game, guys?
Oh, yep. How you doing tonight? This is Dave Caldwell.
This is Darby Calhoun.
Bringing you the London Red Raiders Olentangy Brave game. You got London ready to kick off. We'll get you the defensive lineup soon as the kickoff's over with. Darby, this is a beautiful night for a football game.
Yeah, and this is a big one for both teams, both coming into this game 5-0. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty nervous about this game. I've really been excited all week to see these two teams go at it.
They're going to try that onside kick. Yeah! London's got it. London's got it.
That one's a big one right there. That's what they need. This team came up, fired up. This is what they need right here. Now they need to punch this ball in the end zone.
You had an onside kick there by London, and number 20, Brent North, recovered. London's going to take over on Olentangy's 41-yard line. We're going to set you up the offense here. He'll give you the starting offensive line. We got Kahn under center, and they're starting off with Mike Harris from the get-go. Gain of about 4 yards. Go ahead, Darby, give him that starting lineup.
We got it center, number 59, Myers. At left guard, number 74, Rutherford. At right guard, number 54, Fintum. At right tackle, number 76, Shadgood. And at left tackle, number 72, Maxwell. And at end, Drew Dwyer.
You got Kahn under center. You got that Brad Teal up the middle for a gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up about 3rd down and 4. Go ahead, Darby. Let's get the rest of that line.
Our wide receivers, number 4, Alexander. Number 46, Robinson. At fullback, number 21, Brad Teal. Mike Harris at fullback, number 32. And at quarterback, number 14, is Sean Kahn.
You got a double wide out to the left, and you got Dwyer over here to the right. Yeah. You got a run by Harris. He's sweeping outside.
Oh, good tackle.
Nice tackle on the outside out there. Mike just couldn't get his speed going out that way. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 5. He actually lost a yard there. You know, Darby, it looked to me like that quarterback sneak was wide open that time. I don't know if you was paying attention to the middle of that line or not.
No, actually, I didn't see that there, Zeke.
That's going to bring up 4th down and 4. London's going to go for it.
let me just put in, when they do put in their two tight ends, they usually put in number 50, Sean Noble.
We got wideouts to the right here. Kahn under center. You got Harris up the middle. I believe he's got that first down, Darby.
He was not going to quit until he had that first, and they're definitely going to come after Mike Harris tonight.
First down, first down. You know, there's a lot of excitement in this stadium tonight. I thought Olentangy would have more people here than what they have for being 5-0 and ranked number 2 in the computer rankings in their region. You know, they're sitting there behind Clyde, which was the team that beat London last year in the playoffs in their region. You know, this is going to put a big feather in either team's hat, whoever comes out ahead in this ball game.
And this more for Olentangy is more of a revenge game than anything. Last year, London took a lot from them.
Well, London took everything from them last year by just winning one ball game. Got Dwyer in the middle. The pass just overthrown. Had that pass been led out there right, Drew was wide open. You know, Drew's sitting out there at 6'4", Darby, and he's got a 5'6" man on him. You know, that doesn't seem too fair.
No, and let's don't forget, we noticed earlier that Drew Dwyer's got that bandage off his hand tonight. Don't be surprised they throw to him a lot tonight.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. Okay, we got Harris off the right side. They lined up in a kind of a straight T backfield that time with a wideout, and they just give it to Harris straight up off the tackle.
They did.
On a play that I used to call 15.
Zeke, they did that last week when they were having, they were really closing up the holes on the inside tackles. They brought Harris up a little closer to the line so he could pop that hole a little quicker.
They're in that same formation, Darby. They got 2 wideouts to the left and a wideout to the right, and then a straight backfield. And they give to Harris up the middle. So that's a little new there. You know, it's only, I guess, smart to change up a few things as you go along and the other teams check out your films.
Well, it's kind of odd. It's 4th down. It's about 3 yards. They're going to go for this. And I was watching Tobin earlier, and that's pretty much in his range right about there.
Yep.
Oh,
nice pitch. Little move. I don't think he got it.
No, I think he actually lost it. No, I'm wrong. That's going to be close, Zeke.
No, I think... yeah, they gave it to the Braves. They gave it to Olentangy. Mike had one guy to beat out there, and just couldn't shake him. The number 5, Zollett, just made a nice stop on Mike. Okay, now we got London's defense on the field for the first time tonight. Let's see what they can do. We got Olentangy coming up to the line. They've running a, looks like a half a wishbone to me. Halfback off the right side. It was number 5, Zollett, with a tackle of Mike Harris and Dowler in on that tackle.
Let me give you this defense here, Zeke, a little bit here. We got ends at 21, Brad Teal. And number 81, Drew Dwyer. At tackle, it's 59, Myers. And 76, Shad Good. And I'll give you the rest after this play here, Zeke.
Okay, you got a wide out to the right with a slot man. He's back to pass. London's got a nice rush. Zollett has caught it. Sean Kahn made a nice one-on-one tackle out there. That was a pretty nice pass from Olentangy's quarterback.
This Zollett, when he goes out there, they got to get on him and get on him quick. You know, he's their big man. He's going to do the running he's going to be their big play man tonight, and they got to be on him all night long.
As here, London's defense trying to figure out Olentangy's offense. Darby will try to give you the rest of the defense here.
We got linebackers. Brent North, number 20. Number 35, Ty Dower. Number 46, Pete Robinson. Number 50, Sean Noble, I'm sorry. And Sean usually has about 3 numbers that he carries.
Jason Noble.
Jason, I'm sorry.
You got a straight backfield, fullback off the right side that time. Got a penalty flag out there. Might be something with holding. Yeah, got holding on Olentangy.
Zeke, you're probably going to have to correct me on Noble's name. I knew a Sean Noble. And it just, always want to say Sean. Let me give you the rest of that lineup there. Defensive backs, number 14, Sean Kahn. Number 32, Mike Harris. And number 25, Doran.
You know, Darby and I had the week off last week, so we got to get retrained again this week. So if we do some things wrong and say a few names wrong, we're training ourselves over again tonight. You know, I saw there, I was looking at Olentangy's schedule. You know, they play that Dublin Kaufman, and Dublin Kaufman's won a couple of games here recently. They started out 0-3 and 1-2, so that's a Division II school, so that's going to help London. Got a little fullback off the left side that town, brought down by Dowler and Noble.
Olentangy sure opening some holes on that offensive line.
Well, you know, they're running off the tackles again, just like Northeastern and West Jefferson tried to do last week. We're going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Olentangy's got the ball on their own 32-yard line. You got your wideouts to the right. Zolit's in that slot formation. It's going to be a pass. He's throwing out in the flats.
Oh!
Pass completed. Kahn with the tackle. Gain of about 8 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Sean Kahn right there when that ball was delivered. Sean Kahn with holding 3 picks this year. With the way Olentangy's throwing, don't be surprised if he doesn't.
He closed on that awful fast. When that ball's in the air, he closed on it awful fast. You know, they sent Zolit down deep as a decoy that time and then threw out in the flats. You got that wishbone formation. Zolit to the outside. 1st down, Olentangy.
Down by Noble.
You know, they're not doing anything fancy, Darby. They're just running a slant off of either side. And they're walling off London's defensive line on whatever side they're running the ball to.
They're running that off tackle. London's been weak on that all year, and they're going to have to find a way to strengthen up that off tackle run.
Well, what they need to do is pinch in. They got to have their defensive ends pinch in. We'll keep an eye on them and see what they do here. They're in that wishbone formation. Fullback off the right side. Yeah, this kid's a load. Number 26 for Olentangy is Josh Stepp, their fullback. Going 245, Darby.
Well, he's a load coming up through there. With a big guy like that, you try to tackle him high, and he'll take you down the field. You got to get him down low, you got to wrap, and you got to put him on his back.
London has substituted in the middle. They brought Dusty Hubbard in at middle guard. Well, it looks like they're going to run that fullback until London stops them. That moves the sticks again. That's another 1st down. London's going to have to dig in here. Norm Emmons is getting a little upset here on the sideline about that defense. They got wide backfield. They got a little cross there. London makes a nice stop over on that right side. Ball carrier was number 7, brought down by Nathan Dorr and Pete Robinson.
And what made that play not go for anything is Shad Good. He popped him. He didn't get him down, but he slowed him up and let the pursuit catch up with him.
Yeah, actually, Darby, I think they lost about a half yard on that play. That time they spread it out and made him try to turn the corner, and he couldn't turn the corner. Got two wideouts here to the left. He's back to pass. He's got it deep, going to Zollett. It's a reception by Zollett.
And one-handed, beautiful catch.
That was a nice one-handed catch. That's a first down on London's 11-yard line.
And that Zollett, he had a few steps on the London defense there. If that ball was thrown correctly, that might have went for 6.
Darby, he made a fine diving catch that time. They're back in that wishbone formation. Zollett's back there right now as the up back.
A couple good licks come flying through there.
It looks like he gained about a half yard that time, Darby. Had Pete Robinson and Fincham in on that tackle. Yeah, they're going to have to strengthen up the middle of that line right now.
And I see some new numbers there on their defense tonight. Fincham's one, and I've seen a couple other new ones in there tonight.
Well, you got Fincham in there, and you got Myers in there. Getting a little bit more of that beef in there like you and I had talked about. Well, they tried to get him outside, and it looked like they've got down to around the 3-yard line there. That was just a quick pitch right, and their wide receiver had walled off London's defensive end. Mike Harris on that stop at about, what's that look like you, Darby, about 2-yard line?
Yeah, Zeke, that's what it looks like now. If I'm not mistaken, is it the 1?
Scoreboard says it's the 1-yard line.
Well, it looks like more like a 2. Now, they can get a first down.
Yep. They got a fullback off the right side. Touchdown, Olentangy. You know, I don't know if it's going to take London a quarter to wake up, Darby, but they just got to wake, or better wake up after that touchdown.
Well, last week at West Jeff, it took them a quarter to wake up, too. They didn't play very well, I thought, in the first half, and they come out the second half was ready to play some football. They seemed a little hesitant in the first half.
Got the ball down, and no good. Kicked by number 5, Zollett, no good. I don't know if Mike Harris got a hand on it or not, but he looked like he did. You know, all London needs to do, though, Darby, is get this feeling out period over with, and I believe they'll take control. Yeah, they tried an onside kick of their own, and they gave London some real nice field position there. That was recovered by number 51, Dusty Hubbard. You know, Hubbard goes about 220 pounds, but you know, he used to play halfback for me and defensive back down there in my Little League football program. So Dusty knows how to catch that football. Well, you got wideouts to the left, Alexander and Tyler Hamilton, and you got Dwyer split out to the right, Kahn under center, Harris up the middle.
And they are definitely keying on Harris tonight.
Well, you know, he got four of their middle linemen there got him. 55, 74, 77, and 23 came up on him. You know, but it's just a matter of time before London's offensive line starts shoving them littler men around there. And Mike's going to, you know, he got 3 yards that time. Mike will bust one here in a minute. You got wideouts to the left, Kahn under center. They're trying him off the right side. There you go. There you go. First down. First down, Harris. You know, that was one thing I think, Darby, you and I are going to agree on this, that he should have made a little cut move and tried to break that, but that time he tried to run over him. What do you think?
I'd have to agree. It seemed like the guy was kind of scared of Mike Harris and was ready to just to fall down there. I think Mike could have got away from that.
As low as he was, Darby, it looked like maybe he could have jumped over him. Okay, we got wideouts on both sides, and Teal and Harris in the backfield. Kahn's back. There's going to be another handoff to Harris off the left side. Gain of about 5 yards.
Mike Harris has just proven a point. If you want to beat London, what you have to do is you have to slow Mike Harris down. You're not going to contain him all night long. You just have to slow him down.
You know, Darby, let's keep an eye on our wideouts tonight and see if they do a job blocking downfield here. I noticed Tyler Hamilton took his man way into the end zone that time. Anytime you do that, you take a guy out of the play. Okay, we got Teal up the middle. I'll tell you what, that's a first down.
Zeke, I've been was waiting for that play all last week. This Brad Teal is a hard-running fullback. I don't know what his average is, but it has to be at least 6 yards per carry.
I think we talked about that last week and the week before, that Brad's probably averaging anywhere between 5 and 7 yards a carry. And you know, the Olentangy coach in the paper today said that, you know, he didn't have to worry about Harris only, that with Teal running fullback, Kahn at quarterback, and the wideouts that London has, they've got a whole package. It's not just Harris on this team. You know, that's what gives me so much confidence in London's team. They have totally got a team spirit out there, and the whole team plays for the win, not just one guy. All right, London's taking the ball over on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. We got Harris off the right side. That's a gain of about 4 yards for Mike.
And you seen Mike Harris right there. He never stops looking for that cut. Never. His head was flipping back and forth. He looked like one of those little, remember the old football guys with their heads wiggled? That's what he looked like going through the hole. He's always looking for the cut.
You know, Mike is the complete package this year. He can run the football, he can catch a pass, and he can decoy. He does a fine job of decoying.
And we've also seen him pass the football.
There you go.
Oh!
Bump outside. He lost about 2 yards that time. He broke one tackle, tried to bounce it outside, and then he got tackled by about 3 players out there. You know, it looked like Kahn had a little trouble with the snap that time. He had to get control of the ball before he got it to Harris. It's going to bring up about 3rd down and 8. You got Alexander wide out to the left and Tyler Hamilton wide out to the right. They're running a unbalanced line there. Got a pass to Dwyer. I don't know where he ended up at, but yeah, that's that little dump pass that I like to see those big tight ends get. First down, London.
London right now, they're knocking on the door. You know, that scared me because it looked like Sean Kahn threw that, from my point of view, threw it right into the defensive man.
Well, you know, when you got those big tight ends like that, most coaches tell you to hit him in the face with the ball on that little slant in. That pass, I like to call it a jump pass myself. A little slant in like that. And Dwyer made the best of it. He picked up a first down. Harris off the left side. Down to about the 5-yard line. London can still pick up a first down inside the 1, Darby. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5.
Did they have 3 backs in there? Did they have 3 backs in there, Zeke?
No, they had a wide out.
Yeah, they do, Zeke. They got 3 backs in there. That is a Buffalo package.
Right, you got 74 in
74.
there. 74. At Harris off the right side.
They got Rutherford playing a back. That is a Buffalo package. I've been waiting for that all year, Zeke.
Good. That's down to the about the 4-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for a first down and about 5 for a touchdown here. Darby, you're right there. They do have that Buffalo package in. Okay, now we're back to that straight power I with the wide out, 2 wide outs to the left. Little fade pass to Dwyer. Touchdown, Dwyer.
And I I've said it a million times, that guy is like throwing at a house.
You know, Darby, they put the double wide out to the left, and I don't know what Olentangy was thinking because Dwyer didn't stop or anything. He took off right out there, and there wasn't a soul around him. Well, Darby, we got your man on here to kick this extra point. Why don't you go ahead and talk about Clark a little bit?
The Tobin.
It's down, it's up,
and it's good.
It's good.
And that makes Tobin's 18th. He's 18 out of 21.
So with 9 minutes left to go in the second quarter, London gets on the scoreboard. And you know, it's like we talked about last week, Darby. The best way to answer a touchdown is to score a touchdown of your own.
Right. They needed to go down the field and put that in there and say, listen, yeah, you scored on us, but listen, if you think if you're going to score on us once and we're just going to lay down, you got a long night coming.
Well, that's London
won last year by 1 point.
We got Tobin kicking off. He's going to squib it again. I tell you what, they got a chance for this one.
I think London mainly on the squib kicks is not mainly trying to get the ball back, but trying to keep that football away from Zillette. He ran one back for a touchdown last week.
Well, you know, didn't he take one back against London last year in that game? Didn't he run a punt back or a kickoff back last year?
And I think it was a punt last week, if I'm not mistaken.
We got Olentangy taking over the ball on the 34-yard, their own 34-yard line. Well, let's see if Norm Emmons has made any adjustments here on defense. You got it overloaded here to the left, and it's a pitch left. You got holding out here. All right.
Brad Teal did an excellent job of stringing that one out.
Darby, you're so right on that play. Brad Teal wised up from the first time that he had him out there, and my man, Jason Noble, made a real nice one-on-one tackle there after Teal turned him back in. That's all you can ask a defensive end to do, Darby, is turn that play in so the rest of your players can pick him up.
Right, his job is not actually to get the tackle. His job is to turn him in, keep him from the big play. And in that, they lost 2 yards.
Right. It brings up second down and about 13. Second down and 12. They're going to pass here in the middle. Zollet, incomplete. Incomplete. You know, London's got their 4 defensive backs back there and 2 linebacks back in the coverage. Brings up third down and 12. I look for him to try to get to Zollet down the middle again or over to one of the sides here. And, you know, the wide side of the field's over there to the left.
Zollet's going to step out this play.
You know, unless they give that ball that fullback, hoping he can maybe pick up a little bit, and then they'll get a punt off.
They have no fullback.
Oh, they're running a double wide out to the right and a wide out to the left. They're running up a halfback pass or pass to number 7.
Good hit.
I'll tell you what, that was beautiful, Darby. Mike Harris popped him, knocked him back 5 yards. Then Pete Robinson and Jason Noble, I think, corralled him out of bounds there. You know, Darby, we sit here every week and we talk about plays that these other teams run against London. And sometimes we question what the logic are in these plays.
Right, I don't know why they didn't go back to what they were running when they ran down for that first touchdown, the outside tackle.
Oh, Zollet got off a nice punt. He got a nice punt in the air, but it didn't get much of a roll. That ball probably went 40, 45 yards in the air and kind of hit and died. You know, if you ever find out why London never puts anybody back to receive a punt, I wish you'd tell me.
I was looking too. I didn't see that there wasn't anybody until they punted the ball.
Darby, we got a personal foul on Olentangy. Got a flag right back here in the middle of the field, Darby. Personal foul.
And And I think that was, I seen Brad Teal and another player have an exchange. That might where that came from.
Okay, that tacked on 15 yards. That's going to give London the ball on their own 32-yard line. Now let's see if we can get that running game established again this series of plays. Got Harris and Teal in the backfield. We're going to throw a little rollout here. A little rollout.
We got a flag, Zeke. Where that flag is, that could be easily offensive holding.
I saw the official throw something. Yeah, it's holding on London. You know, I don't know if that was a busted player or not, Darby, but there wasn't anybody out there for Colin to throw that ball to. Alexander went deep on that side, and he was the only receiver there. So that's going to take that 15 yards away from London, but it's also going to bring up first down and 25.
I think that might have been similar to maybe a naked bootleg where he was going to throw across the green, because they did fake it twice to Teal and Harris. Maybe they thought that they were going to fall for the fakes.
Maybe you're right there, Darby, but it didn't show me anything either.
And it's first down and going to be about a month.
Got 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. London ahead 7-6. Draw play to Harris. If Mike can get outside. No, nice hit. Mike Harris just punished their defensive back, and he's not getting up. Mike ran over his own number 32 there, and that gentleman is slow getting up. That was a little deceptive there. They thought they had Mike in the backfield, and he just outran two of them. Got an official's timeout. It's still first down and 25. London's bringing Dwyer out to the left and Hamilton and Alexander to the right, and then they got that split backfield. A little slant into Dwyer. Dwyer makes one of them fade basketball moves there and heads out of bounds. That was a nice move. You know, I don't know if they want to play any bump and run with Dwyer or not, but they sure give him 10 yards that time. He picked up every bit of 13 yards that time, Darby. Brings up third down and about 14. Drop back to pass again. Oh! You know, if that pass would have been on the money, the defender had fell down, and Dwyer tried, made a dive for it, but he just couldn't reach it.
Well, Drew's been open a couple of times tonight. They can just get that connection going.
Well, we're going to see London's first punt of the evening, and we get to see Dwyer, which is leading Central Ohio, averaging 46.6 a kick. They're bringing in a close T back, or a straight back, or offensive line that time. He kicked at Zola, touched it. He's going to have to get on it. Had Roger Clerk down there covering that. It looked like he thought that ball was going to go out of bounds, and he touched it.
Well, not only that, is the way Dwyer punts the ball, it's very hard to really get a good angle on it to catch it or anything else, because he really kicks a knuckleball.
Well, it looked like they had been coaching this week, Darby, trying to keep that ball away from Zollett, and that was a real nice kick. It was low, but it was just low enough where Zollett couldn't get under it. That kind of looked like one of them home run line drives. Okay, London goes on defense again. Olentangy takes over the ball on their own 33-yard line.
And they are determined to go to the run here, it looks.
You got a slot formation. We're going to have to kill. You know, that gives Olentangy a first down. They're not wrapping and they're not grabbing material again, Darby.
It seems like London's defense was a little shocked on that one, that they didn't have their wide receivers that time. It looked like they were a little thrown.
We got a substitution in here. Brings Dusty Hubbard off the field. He's outside. He's breaking tackles. He picks up another first down. I don't know what they found on that left side, Darby, but they just picked up 2 first downs in a row off that left side. Bringing Hubbard back into the ball game at middle guard.
We got to get a guy out here.
You know, Darby, I don't know. What's going on here? Okay, London's got a timeout. That's some bad communication there.
You know, when your guy goes in, that's the first thing he's got to do is yell at the guy that's supposed to be coming out and tell him again, hey, I'm in, you're out.
You got Myers and Hubbard trading in and off out there, but it's like you said, Darby. Usually you tell your guys that's running in and off the field to yell their name as soon as you start on the field. Start yelling the guy that you're going in for his name. We're seeing Olentangy, Darby, not do anything fancy. They're just running that ball off the left side. Yeah, they come out last series, they had the ball and kind of went away from that and didn't pick up any first downs. Now they went back to running that ball on their left side, and they've had 2 quick first downs.
If they're going to beat London, they got to be a ball-controlling offense and just keep driving down the field.
Well, London needs to dig in right here. They don't need to get any deeper. We got Dwyer over there on that strong side of the field where they've been running to. We got a motion on the tight end, number 42 for Olentangy. That's a 5-yard penalty. You know, London's got to stiffen right here. They can't let them get down there within the 30.
Here comes
another motion. You have another illegal motion on 71. That time, Darby, it looked like it was putting a man in motion in the backfield over here to the right, and probably going to run a counter play back to the left is what I'm getting in my head. And that brings up first down and 20, and they haven't run a play here.
Olentangy really shooting themselves in the foot right here.
You know, that gives coaches either gray hair or no hair. They got Dwyer over here. I guess Dwyer runs that strong side of the field. And you got a pitch here. London recovers.
Doran, it looks like Doran's got the football.
You know, Mike Harris got out there and turned that play in. But you know who popped him for that fumble? The middle guard, Dusty Hubbard, come in there and popped him for that fumble. You know, that Zollet goes about 160 pounds, and Dusty Hubbard's covering a lot of ground at 220 pounds.
Well, he had a good cut there, and it looked like he was going to break one there for a second, and they stuck him.
You know, that would have brought that ball up to the original line of scrimmage, Darby, if he hadn't dropped it. That would have brought up 2nd down and 10. But like I said, that's great pursuit. London had great pursuit on that play. Okay, we got Harris up the middle. Gain of about 4 yards. We got 4.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. I'd like to see them just keep moving that ball up the middle on them, Darby. Get back to what took them down the field the first time.
Well, Olentangy has a pretty good defense of how to keep Harris from gaining all those yards, and that's to plug it up. Don't give him nowhere to cut.
You got Teal and Harris in a straight eye in the backfield, and double wideouts. You got Teal up the middle, pickup of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 or 5. You know, you figure you're going into the 6th game of the year, Darby, and you look in the paper and you see Mike Harris averaging 200 yards a game. You got to think, that's the guy we got a key on.
Right. you have to stop Mike Harris if you're going to beat, or I should say, slow him down if you're going to beat London.
Well, you got that Buffalo package again. You got a split eye backfield there with Rutherford on the right, and Harris straight up the middle. Big hole, big hole. First down, London.
I love the Buffalo package.
That was a gain of 15 yards on Harris that time.
I think, Zeke, I said something about it last game. I think someone heard me.
You know, before Brad Rutherford grew up, I think he used to run a lot of fullback in grade school and as a freshman. Straight eye, Kahn under center, quick pitch to Harris right. He cuts it back in. That's a gain of about 4 yards.
You know, and a guy had him about 2-3 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he made a nice move and kept on going.
You know, Mike used that spin move to get away from him. It looks like Mike's not using that as much tonight as he had in the past. He's just trying to run straight forward tonight. That brings up second down and 5. About 2.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. You got Teal up the middle for about 2 yards. It looked like Brad tripped down that time. We'll bring up third down and 4. Bringing Noble in at tight end. And North just came out. 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. It looks like London's got their right amount of players on the field this time. They got that Buffalo package to the left this time. Motion. I believe they called it illegal motion.
London was just, there was a problem from the get-go on that one.
Yeah, it looked like it was having trouble with their substitutions. Actually, they probably should have took a timeout that time.
Because it looked like they would have easily had the first down. They weren't covering.
That was a little looked like a button hook into Alexander out there on the right that time. And, it was just a quick toss. Well, that's going to bring up third down and 9.
Well, they got their 2 wide receivers in, so they're definitely going to throw this ball. We got Tyler Hamilton and Jared Alexander in. And every time I say that, they run the ball. So.
They're out of that I formation, and they got that straight backfield again. Little move by Kahn. Got Harris wide open. Touchdown Harris. Touchdown Harris.
That right there was the most beautiful play called and executed that I've seen. That's one thing you have to do. If you have a big running back, they're keying on him. You have to find other ways to get him the football, and passing to him is that one way. But let's don't forget Sean Kahn. They had him. Dead to rights, they had him. He stepped up in a pocket like a pro and threw that football.
You know, Darby, he moved his feet around, dodged a couple of guys, saw Mike come open. And actually, I think when you guys see this on TV over the week, you got kicked good by Tobin. But Darby, to get back to what I was talking about, I think if you see this during the week, you'll notice he had about 3 guys he could have thrown that ball to.
Very true. Very true. He had a lot of down there.
I didn't get to see the pattern Harris ran, so I don't know if he was the primary receiver or not. But it looked like he had Dwyer open on the right side and Alexander open on the right side that time.
Usually when your quarterback gets in trouble, you're going to come back for the football, give him some kind of somebody to throw to. But as soon as he got in trouble, they took off. He come out of the pocket, or stepped up in the pocket, I should say, and threw the football.
Well, that just shows you Sean has got his eyes wide open. He's looking around for receivers. Plus, he also knows when the heat's coming on him. Yeah, he made just a tremendous move that time to dodge a couple of their players. That was just that was a class move by a high school quarterback.
Those kind of moves right there show you he stepped up a caliber this year, and he can be their quarterback that can make the big plays if they need him.
Right, Darby. And you got Tobin kicking off, and they're squibbing it again. Olentangy's going to take that ball over on their own, looks like 40-yard line. It's going to bring up first down and 10. Actually, it's sitting on about the 39-yard line. I'm actually looking for Olentangy to come out passing.
They're going to have to generate something here, but they don't look like they're going to throw the football.
Darby, you're right. It looks like either they're going to try to run the clock out or they're going to try to make London think they're going to run the clock out and maybe throw a pass. And now they call a timeout.
This is what I don't understand right here by Olentangy. Zolette is their fence. Exactly. And that looks like what they're going to do right here.
Now they got their wide outs. They're going to throw a halfback pass. It's a good pass. Cohn is wide open.
Interception.
I tell you what, Cohn played that like a true center fielder.
Sean Cohn in no way, shape, or form was faked out by that one. Sean Cohn has stepped it up a few notches tonight, offensively and defensively.
You know, that halfback had a fine arm, Darby. He must have threw that ball 45, 50 yards in the air. You know, but as soon as that ball was thrown, Sean knew that it was overthrown. And he just turned around and ran as fast as he could and picked that up. Now London's coming out in a wide out formation with that straight backfield.
And you can bet they're going to go for the end zone.
Little draw play to Harris.
Yeah, that could be
for no gain. Well, you got 35 seconds left to go in the half, Darby. I just look for London to give the ball to Mike or give the ball to Teal and run this clock out. Yeah, they're not even calling a timeout, so I think they're going to be satisfied with this 14-6 lead. You got the backfield split a little wider than usual. Harris up the middle. Yeah, I believe that's going to be the last play of the half. And London's going to go in there and now we got some kind of official timeout. With 1 second left to go on the clock, we got an official time. We have a legal procedure on London, which you can't end the half on a penalty. So we are going to see one more play.
Well, when they threw the flag, that stops the clock. Am I right?
You're right, Darby. And you can't end the half or the game on a penalty. You got the score at the half. London 14, Olentangy 6.
The senior high school band will present prom training. Featured soloist tonight is James Young.
Gifford. We're here getting ready to start the second half. London's going to receive the football. You got Mike Harris and Roger Clerk back to receive deep. We'll see if Olentangy's going to try to kick this ball deep. Darby, I don't know if they will or not.
I would look for them to squib this one. They need the ball back.
You know, we haven't had a chance to talk, but in the computer rankings, London's ranked 5th in their region, and Olentangy's ranked 2nd in their region. So it's like we was talking earlier in the first half there. You know, whoever comes out ahead on this ball game here is going to pick up a lot of points.
And I got here that London's rated number 3 in the state poll. In the dispatch coaches poll, they're rated number 1.
Right, Darby. They ought to be number 1 in Central Ohio in Division 3. They're the class of the Division 3 in Central Ohio. Well, we got a kick. He's kicking it off to the left. Let it go out of bounds, son. There we go. Oh, it looked like he had a little left curve on that. What do you call that in golf, Darby? A slice or a hook? I never can get that straight, that slice or that hook.
I think that's a slice, but I'm not a golf pro, but I think that's a slice.
Well, I don't know, Darby, but I think I do both of them, so that's why I'm familiar with that phrase, because I do both of them. You know, I haven't had a chance all year to say hi to all the guys over by the pole, so I'm going to say hi to all you guys tonight, so you don't think I forgot you. All right, London's in that split backfield with the 2 wideouts to the right and Dwyer out here to the left. Handoff to Harris off the right side for a gain of about 9 yards. You know, it looked like that play right there is going to set up Kahn around the end. What do you think, Darby? It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. Darby will get into the lineup here in a minute, the offensive line. Alexander split out to the left. Little Teal up the middle. I believe he got the first down. I think he got that on second effort. I don't know. It looks like they're not going to give him a good spot there, Darby.
It's going to be real close, though. Ooh. Oh, I was going to... No, he's not going to have the first. Oh, they wouldn't give it to him.
I tell you, I couldn't see the head marker there. I thought it was past the line, but the old head official there, first down.
Let me give you this lineup as quick as I possibly can. At center, Myers. At guards, Rutherford and Fincham. At tackles, Maxwell and Good. And end, Dwyer. And I'll give you the rest after this play there, Zeke.
We're back to that straight I formation. A little pass out to Alexander. You know, actually, that pass covered more in the air than what Alexander covered on the ground. That's only a gain of about a yard.
And the quarterback, Sean Kahn.
Got I formation, Kahn under center. Long snap count. Harris up the middle. You know, I'm telling you right now, London had that linebacker down on the ground. Teal had him laying on his back, and he just reached out a hand and caught Harris. That was a gain of about 4 yards, 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Well, they just brought in Noble, so that every time they do that, either they go to 2 tight ends or that's what they're going to do, 2 tight ends here.
You got the 2 tight ends and a wide out to the right, straight I formation. You got all encroachment on Olentangy. You know, remember last play, Darby, I said it looked like London was going on a long count. That time they drawed them off sides. You know why we got a second here? I'll give you Kahn's statistics here in the passing. In his passing, what he ranks in Central Ohio, he's 20 for 46 for 369 yards. And that's not bad for a guy that's only been full-time quarterback for 1 year. There it is, slant off the left side. Cut back in.
Oh, beautiful move.
Out on about the 10-yard line. Mike made an outside move, cut back in around one guy, got one block, and got caught on by the angle on about the 10-yard line.
That looks like to be about 35, I take that back, 40 yards. And that's why you don't need Sean Khan to put a lot of numbers up in passing. This is an offensive running game that they run. He just needs to complement that offense by making his passes to keep the run game alive.
Well, London's got the ball on the 6-yard line, and we got motion, some type of motion in there when the flags come out that quick. You had 2 flags come out real quick. That was motion on London. That's going to move him back 5 yards. It's going to make it first down and probably 11 and 12 for the touchdown. They cannot get a first down. We got Tyler Hamilton split out wide to the left.
And we got the Buffalo package.
We got that Buffalo package again. Got Dwyer wide open. Oh, nice catch. If that ball would have been in his face, it would have been 6. Yeah, I don't know why Olentangy can't cover that big boy. I mean, it's not like you can't see the guy.
London right now is running a really good offense. Their passes are good percentage passes, and they're mixing up their offense on the running game.
Darby, that pass would have never been intercepted as low as it was thrown. Dwyer made a fine catch there. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 8 for a touchdown. Option play to the right. Harris. Number Zollet for Olentangy made a fine shoestring tackle on Harris. Harris did that little spin move and got the ball down to about the 1-yard line.
And if it wasn't for him catching his foot, Mike Harris was in.
You know, they got that down. To me, it looked like he was down a little closer, but they got it on the 4-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4, and they can't get a first down. They're going to have to go a touchdown here.
Oh, man.
Touchdown, Harris!
We said it time and time again. Mike Harris, you either wrap him or he's gone. They stood him up right there at the line of scrimmage. They stood him up. Mike Harris is not going to stop. He's not. You don't pop Mike Harris once. He's not just going to lay down and say, okay, I'm done. No. Good second effort.
That's what London had to do, Darby. Come out the second half and take it to them. Now they can stiffen up on defense and play that hard-nosed defense.
That's right.
Tobin good. This time he kicks that ball over into the Oak Run Creek on the other side of the road. Now, if this doesn't get London fired up on defense, nothing will.
Tobin right now has 7 in a row.
Well, you got the players out there trying to get the crowd fired up, Darby. I don't think this crowd needs to be fired up. They're ready. They're ready to root this team on to the state championship.
Well, looking around, this has got to be the most that London here has sold tickets tonight, because they got people 10, 12 piles back trying to just see the game.
We have people all the way around the field, and most of them, because Olentangy didn't bring that many people as we thought they would. All these fans are from London. You got Tobin ready to kick off. I would be kind of liking to see one kick deep this time. I'm not going to get it. We got Olentangy with the ball on about their own 39-yard line. Now we got to get tough. This defense has got to get tough.
You know, with the squib kicks, if London didn't have the dominating defense that they do have, you couldn't chance giving them the field position they've been giving him on every Olentangy on every kickoff. They would have to take the chance and kick this ball downfield.
Right, Darby. Now, London needs to establish something out there on that right side of the defense. They brought Teal and Dwyer over to that side. Yeah, they got to do that. You got Zolid outside, and Khan drives him out of bounds. That's our quarterback on the offense putting that hit on him. You know, Darby, if you want to go ahead and give him a defensive shout here.
I got At ends, 21, Brad Teal. 81, Drew Dwyer. At tackles, I have 59, Myers. 76, Good. At linebackers, North, Dowler, Robinson, and Noble. And I'll give you the rest here in a minute.
Hey, they got in that wishbone formation motion right. Little quick pitch to the left. I tell you, Nathan Dorn ran him down from behind. That's how quick Nathan Dorn is.
Not only that, Dowler stood up that end there, just stood him up and almost bent him all the way over, and that strung it out. Let me give you the rest of that lineup real quick. At backs, I have Sean Kahn, Mike Harris, and Nathan Dorn.
I'm sorry, Darby. I think that was Dowler that made that stop. Ran him down from behind. I was looking 25 and 35. That was Ty Dowler that made that stop. Pass, a drop back a pass. London got a rush on. He better step out of bounds. I tell you what, I don't know how many of you guys are Browns fans out there, but that looked like one of Vinny Testaverde's throw that ball up in the stands there.
And right there, that right there was because of the coverage by London. They had their men covered that time.
Well, I know one thing, Darby. They didn't call intentional grounding because they must have saw somebody up in the London stands with an Olentangy shirt on. Because that ball bounced off the band. You got Olentangy back to punt. Got a little rush in there by Jason Noble. That was a nice kick. Zola got a nice kickoff. They down and on about the 4-yard line, London's 4-yard line. So they got a nice coverage. That ball was kicked a little strong, and Mike couldn't get under it.
So London starting with their worst field position in the game right here.
Yeah, I wonder, Darby, if they're going to give that Olentangy quarterback a completion on that. Because that one guy up about the 5th row caught that baby.
That was a good pass. It was a long, long pass.
Okay, you got London starting out in their own end zone here. I'm pretty sure we're either going to see Teal or Harris try to take that ball to pick up some breathing room here. Well, you got I formation with Harris lined up in the I. We got timeout. Olentangy calls a timeout. Where is? Okay, we got London in an I formation. We got movement by the yeah. They called movement on the guard. Our left guard moved yards, but it did just, yeah, they're going again. They're going again. That was a little ploy there. You know, you can only go back so far, though, Darby. I believe the whole London offensive line moved that time. You know, right now would be a time to give Harris one and let him pop one.
You know, actually, never mind. I was going to say something. I knew you were going to disagree with me, so I decided not to say it.
Well, Darby, if you bring it up, we can talk about it. Okay, we're back. We got a wide out to the right, and we got I formation, and they're shifting again. Fumble. We got a fumble. An Olentangy recovers on about the 1-yard line. He was popped hard, Harris was. So the timeout paid off. It's just what you and I was talking about, Darby. The timeout paid off.
Well, Olentangy, that's what Olentangy needed right now. They needed a big play, and they needed it quick so they can get back into this ball game. They don't want London to run away with this. This is a big play right here.
Well, Darby, if you stop and think, it's something we've been talking about all year. Harris didn't field that punt, and that they got the ball down on the 4-yard line. Mike and the coaching staff's going to have to work on receiving punts.
Exactly.
Okay, they're in that wishbone formation. Straight handoff to the halfback. Touchdown, Olentangy. Well, I would think that Olentangy would go for 2 right now, Darby. What's your opinion?
they're going to have to. And I think there's two reasons for that. Number one, they got to stay in the game. And number two, that 1 point from last year has got to be in the back of their mind.
Right. If they get to 2 this time, that's going to make the score 14. It's going to be 21-14. So a touchdown and an extra point ties it, or a touchdown and going for 2 will win it. So, yeah, they have to get their 2 now. You got a delay a game penalty, it looks like, is what the call is. You got a penalty.
At least extra point's going to be a little harder to get now. That's
right.
For sure.
Now they're splitting 3 guys wide out here, and they got a halfback. They're going to pass it. They're going to pass it. He's going to have to throw it. Knocked down by Harris. Knocked down by Harris. And Sean Kahn made a real nice defensive knockdown there in the right corner of the end zone. Right now, Darby, if Olentangy is to score again, they still can only get 8 points out of the deal, because that makes the score 21-12. You know, London got a little shook there when their backs was up against the goal line. It looks to me like Emmets and Dobmeyer's having a little talk with them here about things to do. Boy, that last time. Well, he's kicking that ball to the left side again. Out of bounds. I believe London shouldn't even have tried to touch that ball.
No, they should have just let that one go out.
Okay, London's got that ball out around the 30-yard line to start this drive with. That should give them a little breathing room here.
I would not be surprised right here if London didn't go for the big one right here and just whip this one down the field.
Well, let's see if that defense of Olentangy tries that movement stuff again. Yeah, it totally confused them the last time. London just has to gain their composure and come back and play that London offense. I formation. Yep, they're shifting again. Yeah, you were right, Darby.
Get rid of the football.
We're out here, and they got Kahn rolling wide to the left, and he had one receiver out here, and he wasn't open, and it looked like he was under pressure, and he really couldn't get a chance to look at the receivers.
Not only that, he was running to the left, and for him to throw the football, he's got to stop, and at no time did they give him even any chance to stop his progression.
Going to bring up about second down, about 16. I formation. We got motion again on London.
You know, this is what I was going to suggest earlier.
London just needs to get back to that basic football and let Mr. Harris run the ball. Got a rollout, Kahn. He's going deep. He throws a wild duck up there. He just goes down. Zoll at number 5 on the recovery. That was just a bad pass.
To London right now, a few mistakes, and they're letting Olentangy back into this football game.
Darby, that's one thing you can't do with a good ball team is give them a break. You're going to have Olentangy taking over on London's 35-yard line. Okay, we got a little dive play off the left side, and he gains about 9 yards. Brought down by 32 Harris, 25 Dorn, and 51 Dusty Hubbard was back there.
Well, they're definitely let this Olentangy football team get their second breath. They're coming out. They coming driving down the field. They're knocking on the door again.
Going to bring up second down and about 2 here, Darby. They've got a tight end playing halfback in there in that backfield blocking for these guys. That was a nice tackle by Nathan Dorn. He come up from his safety spot and stopped him for a loss of about a 1 yard. Going to bring up third down and about 3. I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't bootleg that one way or another. Timeout, Olentangy. They had themselves a little confused. Okay, London's going to have to put a little hold on here. They got a split back. We got a motion on Olentangy. Darby, you come out of a timeout and get a motion. You know, Darby, on these illegal procedure penalties, you know, you're in the 6th game of the season. You shouldn't have that.
Exactly.
Got it wide open. Con!
Oh, shot!
Nice defense.
Oh!
We got interference on Sean Con. He did grab him by the shoulder pads there, Darby, before that ball was in there. You know, I think he'd have been okay if he'd have just had his hands up.
Well, one thing's for sure, if he didn't go in there and at least try to break it up, that was 6 points.
Right, Darby. Now that's going to come back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to mark off. Let's see what they give him, 15 or 10. I'm not familiar here. 15. So that's going to give them the ball on London's 16-yard line, Darby. First down, Olentangy. Well, that probably did save a touchdown, Darby. That was worth the gamble. They're going to run that sweep, cut back. We need a tackle here. There you go. We got a tackle by number 76. And this time.
Good defensive play.
Looked like, if anything, he got a yard out of that. You got Dowler on that tackle and Jason Noble. In fact, Darby, he lost about a half a yard there. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
London's defensive line did a real good job of stuffing that. There was no hole for him to go up through.
You know, Olentangy's just doing what got him down the field the first half. They're trying to run that ball off of both tackles. London's toughening up here. I look for a little rollout. You got 35 wide out here to the right with Kahn one-on-one. Fumble. He's down on his knee there. That ball's dead. That's a fine call by the head judge here. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 8.5 for a first down. You know, I think if they got a field goal kicker, I'd go ahead and take that shot of kicking a field goal, Darby.
Right.
And then a touchdown would put them ahead. This is going to try for a field goal here of 32 yards.
Right, they can't come away with this without some kind of points.
That's good. That's good. That's 20. That makes the score 21-15. And like we said, now a touchdown and an extra point puts them ahead. London did a fine job that time. Okay, we got Olentangy kicking off to London. And he's taking that ball to the left again. I hope somebody tries to field that baby. Out of bounds. London's going to get that ball on the 30. Now let's see where they mark that out of bounds at. He should have that where it went out of bounds, not the 35-yard line. Yeah, they are. They're going to mark it on the 37-yard line.
You know, guys, that's almost like an onside kick. They're kicking it real high with it, get up underneath them and try to make something happen. It's going out of bounds on them.
Right, Gary, he's putting a lot of nice height on that, but for some reason it's just going out of bounds. He's the same guy who just kicked a 32-yard field goal there.
That's why I'm saying that with the height he's getting on, it makes me think it's some type of onside kick.
Okay. London needs to answer right now. They need to get a score on the board.
Right, see, they need to take this ball, do what they do best, keep it on the ground, drive the ball down, don't make any mistakes, and put this one in for 6.
Well, they got the Buffalo package in again there, Darby. Movement with Olentangy there. We're going to run Harris.
And they got material.
Yes, Gary, you called that just right. They got material. Got a gain of about 2 yards. Well, maybe 3 yards. Now, this is what he needs to do, Darby, is to establish that running game.
Right. They need to go back to their bread and butter.
Back in the Buffalo package again with Brad Rutherford at one halfback. Olentangy shifted that time, and it didn't bother him at all. Face mask, but I don't think we're going to get a call there. We had want to bring up 3rd down and about 6. You know, London gained 4 yards up the middle on that last play, and then they decided to go outside on that play. I like to see them stick in that middle. So we got Hamilton ride right, Alexander ride left, I formation, Kahn under center. Harris back off his side.
Beautiful run.
Mike's going loose here. Mike's going wild. It took 5 guys to bring Mike down.
Mike, he was really fired up on that last play. You keep giving him the football. This guy, when he gets, look, Mike, he's beyond.
You got 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. I tell you what, Mike Harris is a determined man right now. All right, that's going to bring the 3rd quarter to a close here with the score London 21, Olentangy 15.
Mike Harris is,
we got I formation with Kahn under center. Olentangy shifting again. We got Harris up the middle for a quick hitter. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards. That's all we need, Darby.
right, you don't need those big 30, 40-yard runs. You just need, and right now, you want to drive. You want the short drives. You get your first down. You just keep plugging at them. You want to kill some of that time off that clock.
You know, Darby, you can set and figure that if you can get 3.5 yards of play, you're going to keep moving that stick. You're going to get a first down. Every 3.5 yards, you're going to get a first down. No mistakes, London. Teal up the middle. Teal, hold on to that football, Brad Teal. That was a gain of about 20 yards. Brad Teal straight up the middle.
And Brad Teal loves to run the football up the middle. This guy right here is a guy that, I love this guy. He's the kind of player that every coach would love to have because he can block excellent and he'll run the football like a fullback should, down and dirty and hold on to the football.
You know, Darby, he wasn't moving very fast, but he looked like a tank. I think we're going to have to start calling him Tank Teal. Kahn under center. Give to Harris off the right side. Mike's got it. Mike's got it. Touchdown, Mike Harris.
Right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what London needs to do.
16-yard touchdown, Mike Harris. Darby, that was nothing but right off the right side.
Mike Harris, we talked about at the end of that third quarter, he come over to the sideline and said, Coach, let's take it up the middle and let's ram it down the throat. And that's what they just did.
Darby, we had to answer that field goal. London had to answer that field goal, and they did. He used Teal to set up that play. You got Tobin back to attempt his extra point.
Holy moly.
I'll tell you what.
Did that ball go to the railroad track?
That ball went in the dugout on the other side of the baseball field. You got Clark Tobin as a fired-up kicker. A deep kick. You got London ready to kick off. Darby and I was just talking. We'd like to see London try one deep here and take our chances that way. But we're not going to get it. He better get on that. 56 for Olentangy just went right by that ball. We're giving them the ball on the
44-yard line.
44-yard line. You don't want to do that. You know, that's the only thing I can see that's really hurting London is this special teams. That's something they need to work on, their special teams. got 10 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Olentangy has to get 2 quick scores. So I look for him to start passing the ball a little bit. You got a hold there, and the official didn't call it.
He is wide open. Oh!
Well, you got a 56-yard touchdown pass with Olentangy. You know, London had a man back in the backfield ready to get a hold of the quarterback, and he got held up there, and the official went for his flag, but he didn't throw it. Harris, the receiver had one guy to beat, and that was Mike Harris, and he just stopped and let Mike go right on by him. That's going to make the score London 28, Olentangy 21, with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter as Olentangy tries for the extra point. It's down, it's up, it's good. That makes the score 28 to 22 with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Okay, he's going deep this time. It's over there. Mike's got it. He's taking it off of this side. He's got one man to beat, and he tries to run over that one man. We got a penalty flag against London. Going to either be a clip or illegal block below the waist. The officials are meeting here trying to determine what that penalty is all about. We got a hold on London. On the kickoff, we have a hold. London has the ball on their own 6-yard line with 10 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. And I think they just need to stick with Mike Harris. He's passing out of his end zone to Dwyer.
He's wide. Oh!
I tell you, I know Kahn had the adrenaline flowing that time because he just overthrew Dwyer for about 2 foot there. That ball been on the money. Dwyer would have had to been caught from behind. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from London's own 6-yard line. Hey, Dobbenmeyer just faked us out that time, Darby.
Well, they're going to have to go back to the bread and butter now. It's, you know, it's 2nd and 10.
London's got that I formation. He steps out of bounds on about the 8-yard line. Pass out to Jared Alexander. That gives him a little breathing room. It gets him out of the end zone. Going to bring up
He only gained about a half a yard on that there, Zeke.
Going to bring up 3rd down to about 9. Got White out to the left, Tyler Hamilton, and Alexander out here to the right. I formation. Oh, we had almost a fumble there. All Mike has to do is get outside.
There he is.
Face mask, face mask. They didn't call it. They ran him out of bounds on about the 27-yard line. You know, Darby, we're sitting up here and we're clear on the other side of the field, and I saw a face mask. At a 1st down, Mike Harris picked up about 20, 22 yards that time. Yeah, that's the way to answer it. Let Mike Harris do it. Let's not get fancy. Let Mike Harris do it. Yeah, you got White out to the right and to the left. Straight I formation. Draw play.
Oh!
Harris, one move.
Hold on to the football.
30 yards, Darby. That was 30 yards.
Mike Harris on that one. slowed down, waited for the defensive man to pick how he was going to tackle him, and Mike Harris said, bye.
I'll tell you, Mike is pulling my favorite move there of Jim Brown. He's getting up slow, going back to the huddle slow, but I bet you when he gets the football again, he's going to take off fast. I look for Brad Teal up the middle this time, Darby. Oh, would I be wrong? Would I be wrong? You know, we're giving Mike a little breather here.
How many yards does Harris have?
I'd say Mike is anywhere between 170 to 200 yards, Gary. You know, I know he's got over 150 yards, Gary, but it's somewhere between 150 and 200 yards right now.
What are they going to do now, Zeke? You called the last one.
I'd give that ball to Harris off that left side.
Absolutely.
Well, right side.
Oh, he slipped.
That's the only way they got him.
There was a hole there. He slipped. Or he was going to get that first.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. We're okay here. They just have to get themselves together and pick up this 1st down. Well, you got 8 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. You got timeout London. Timeout London. I think that was up. Okay. Brings up 3rd down and about 7. London got a wide out to the left, wide out to the right. Teal at fullback and Harris at tailback. Kahn under center. He takes a snap. He just gives it to Harris off the left side. Mike's breaking it. Mike takes it down to about the 18-yard line. 1st down, London.
And we've said time and time again, when Mike Harris, when he starts to get tired, he gets better.
Good running backs usually get better and better as the game goes on.
Darby, that was just a straight up the middle for 17 yards. You know, Mike's in there showing you that he's tired and everything, and then he takes that ball and gets you 17 yards.
And I think this London offensive line is starting to wear down the Olentangy defense.
Darby, you can say that again. Well, that time you had a nice charge by number 74 for Olentangy. He just stuffed that right back before it even got started. And you got Brent North coming out of the game and Tyler Hamilton coming in. Mike's holding on to his knees. They usually tell you in basketball when they start holding on to their pants, they're tired. Mike's one tired tailback. You got Kahn on the option. Kahn on the option. That was a nice keep. That was a nice keep. If you just heard that foghorn, that was Sean Kahn's mother down there. She must have thought Sean did an okay job there. Brings up 3rd down and about 1. They got that ball sitting right in the middle of the field too, Darby. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in 4th quarter. London has the ball on Olentangy's 12-yard line. They need 1 yard for a 1st down. Got the ball to Teal. He didn't get it. They stopped him. Well, let's see what Coach Dobmeyer does here. We're going to bring Clark Tobin in to try a field goal. It's going to be 4th down and about 3, and he brings Tobin on to attempt a field goal. Going to place that ball down on the 20, so it's going to be about a 30-yarder. He's down. He's up. Good. He's good. Clark Tobin with a 31-yard field goal.
And Tobin, he's 4 for 4 on those field goals.
We got 5 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, and London is ahead by 9, so that means Olentangy is going to have to score twice, Darby. Hey, you got Tobin set up. Looks like he's going to kick this ball short again. Yeah, he puts it out of bounds. Fair catch. Oh, it's a muff by one of the fans.
Oh, look out.
That's going to give Olentangy the ball up around the 45-yard lines. You know, I hate to keep harping on this, on these special teams things, but London's going to have to work something out here. You know, you can't keep giving a good team the ball on the 45, 49, 35-yard line.
No, you're giving them too good a field position. Even if they don't do anything with it, they get halfway, they get another 10, 15 yards, they punt it, you're in the hole.
Well, we got a official timeout. Hey, you got Olentangy with a deep back and a wide out to the right. It's a pitch. It's going to be a halfback to the quarterback. We had that figured out. Intentional grounding. I'll tell you what, that was going to be a throwback to the quarterback. And number 54 and 81, Dwyer, had that baby snuffed out. That was great defense there, sniffing that play out. Great defense. Bring up second down and 10.
London looks like they're playing a prevent defense.
2 scores will. We got double wide out to the right and a wide out here to the left. Got Chad Good. Chad Good knocked down by Nathan Dorn. Made a real nice defensive move. Stepped right in front of the back there and knocked that down. Okay, London got a fine rush that time from Chad Good. They got that double wide out to the right and a straight backfield. Motion to the left. Quarterback rolling back. He's throwing. Pass complete. First down, Olentangy. He picked up about 13 yards that time on that pass. Yeah, we got a timeout here.
Let's see if they're going to throw towards Burnside.
You got Josh Burners replacing Nathan Dorn. Dorn hyperextended that knee a couple weeks ago. Fumble. Olentangy recovers. You know, that was a case of the receiver trying to do too much, Darby. He should have stepped out of bounds.
And Dowler was just about a step short of intercepting that football.
And Olentangy has the ball on London's 38-yard line. He's rolling back to pass. Pass through the middle. Nice defense by Pete Robinson. Pete is going to bring up second down and 10. Olentangy's 38-yard line. He's back to pass. Slant in by Zollet. Okay, he picked up about 7 yards on that play. It's going to bring up third down and about 3. You know, that keeps the clock running, Gary. You know, I don't know if they have any timeouts left or not. I know they've taken 2 already. They might still have a timeout left.
This is a big third down play right here.
You're down to about 3 minutes and 40 seconds here. Double wide out to the right. London's got a nice rush on.
Oh,
yes! Nice sack by 51 Dusty Hubbard. 81 Drew Dwyer. And 59.
Oh, that's
Ron Myers. Hey, you got fourth down and about 14 for a first down here. Olentangy has the ball on about the 41-yard line. He's back to pass. He's got 3 guys going deep. He airs it out. It's out there. It's no good. London takes over the ball on downs. London had Ty Dowler, Mike Harris, and Sean Kahn, all three back there in real good defensive position.
I don't understand the Olentangy's position right there, why they threw the bomb and didn't go short on that one. I don't know.
We got 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, and London has the ball. Fullback up the middle, and there goes Teal, right up the middle. He cuts back to the right. He might go all the way. He might go all the way. Touchdown! Touchdown! 60-yarder, Brad Teal. 60-yarder.
One set that play up. Sean Kahn faked the pitch to Mike Harris, and then ended it at Brad Teal, and then linebackers scattered to get around to the outside, and Brad Teal was gone.
Brad Teal made a cut to the right and just outran a defensive back to the end zone. You got Clark Tobin in for the extra point. I think that kind of seals the victory, fellas. It's placed, it's up, it's good.
Good.
You got 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, and London just broke Olentangy's back with a fullback up the middle.
And Tobin now is 10 in a row, and that includes field goals and extra points. But he's 10 in a row now.
You know, Darby, we got Tobin ready to kick off. He looks like he might try to get this thing a little farther than he has been. Let's see if London can get down there and cover this. No, he's squibbing again. We got a whistle. There's a flag down. Might mean Olentangy's off sides to where that flag's thrown at. No, you know what? Might be a mouthpiece violation. Illegal procedure.
Okay.
Illegal procedure.
We're up, gang.
Hey, we had a illegal procedure on the kicking or receiving team that time. Olentangy. Clerk gets to move up 5 yards. Let's see him boot one this time. Nope, not going to. That was a nice kick. And we have number 29 for Olentangy down to that ball on their own 35-yard line. We'll get to see London in a real prevent defense this time, Darby.
Yeah, they're just going to start killing the clock now. Olentangy, they got to start throwing to the end zone now. They really don't have a choice.
Well, you got the clock running with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, and they can't stop it. They've used all their timeouts. They're not even getting up to the line of scrimmage, Darby. They're going to get a penalty on them here. They're going to get a delay a game penalty. The back judge here is counting right now. He got it off in time. You got Dwyer chasing from behind down the middle.
Oh!
Kahn delivered a big-time hit. Kahn delivered a big-time hit.
Oh, we have a penalty.
I think we're going to get unsportsmanlike conduct on Sean Kahn for saying something to the receiver after he hit him.
Okay, I'm down.
That brings Olentangy up with a double wide out. You got a nice rush on there by Josh. A completion by 85. He can't get out of bounds. That's going to keep the clock running.
We have another flag on the play there, Zeke. And where that's at, that could be definitely a holding penalty.
Had a nice rush that time. They got him playing line. We got Roger Clerk in playing defensive tackle. They needed to get a little speed in there.
Interception!
Interception, Nathan Dorn! Nathan Dorn, interception!
And he goes right over to the defensive coordinator, coach, and gives him a hug.
I tell you what, he come off that field faster than I've ever seen him run.
That was a fine interception by Nathan Dorn. All London has to do now after the interception by Nathan Dorn is kind of sit on this ball. We got a pitch to Harris. Harris cutting back to the middle. There goes Harris.
Good cut.
Mike is still on his feet. That was 25 yards by Mike Harris that time. He's not sitting on this ball, Darby, like you and I thought. I think he might give Mike a chance to get his 200 yards is what it looks like.
He's just going to go to the running game. There's no how to sit on the football, Zeke.
Kahn under center. He steps back. He hands it to Harris off the left side. Mike's up the middle for another 8 yards. You got a minute 20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Got a man hurt on the play. Olentangy man down. That's not going to stop the clock any, though. Well, the last 2 carries, Darby, that gave Mike another 28 yards there. I don't know what he's got tonight, but I think he's pretty close to 200.
I would have to guess that also.
You know, Mike's had some big plays tonight of 30, 40 yards. And also, he's had them 8-yarders. Got Harris up the middle. He's just pumping his feet right now and picked up 7 yards. 37 seconds left to go in the quarter. You got a timeout while they move the chains.
How much time?
37 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Clock running?
The clock is running now. You've got 30 seconds left. London still has to run one more play. They're moving up the line. Got Brent North split out wide to the right and Jared Alexander out to the left side. Kahn under center. You got a handoff to Harris off the right side. Mike's taking it wide. I hope he doesn't go out of bounds, which he did. You got 9 seconds left to go. We got Brent North splitting out wide to the left and Jared Alexander's wide right. You got a staggered eye backfield. You just got Kahn down in the football. And then you got, that's the game. That's the football game. You have London 38, Olentangy 22.
Where's that flag where they painted out?
Beautiful game.
Tom, can you see the flag?
Well, you had a battle tonight, Darby, of 2 unbeaten teams. One of them number 2 in their region in the computer rankings, and London number 5 in their area. And it showed tonight that London is truly a legitimate state power. They come out, charge that ball hard. They made some mistakes. They're going to have to work on the mistakes. But they showed us tonight that they are a legitimate state power.
Right, what I like best about this game was when they come back out in the second half, and that's usually London's half, they made some mistakes that cost them, that let Olentangy get back in the ball game here. But London said, hey, this is our game. You don't belong on this football field. And they came back out and done what they know they can do best, and that's run the football.
You know, if you can